Welcome to Did It On Purpose podcast, where we discuss the naked truth on why we did it on purpose.
Why do they call the truth naked anyway?
Because you uncover. The truth reveals.
I guess that's a good answer.
This is my husband, Todd.
I'm more than that, but we'll go with that for now. So what are we talking about today?
And I'm Lena.
I thought you introduced yourself.
No, I did not.
Oh, sorry. This is my wife, Lena. You know.
They don't know. They don't really know us yet. It's still the
They know we husband and wife.
I mean, it's the first season, so you wanna.
But if they've been watching the first episode, y'all know who we are, right?
Somebody might just coming on this first episode. You getting to know us.
This is true.
Why we do life on purpose, intentionally.
This is my friend, my sister, my lover. You know what I'm saying?
My baby daddy. Keep going.
My baby mama. My purpose partner.
His purpose partner.
My business partner.
That.
The carrier of my seeds.
Come on, baby boy.
This girl sound like Taraji. Anyway. All right, we're talking about purpose.
Yes.
And what does that look like? First of all, how do you identify what your purpose is? First of all, what is purpose?
Purpose is the very reason why you were created. Purpose is your assignment. It is the very thing that identifies your life. Purpose is something that drives you. It moves you. It's a journey. Are you looking up something?
Yep.
Oh, he's looking up the definition. I just gave y'all the spiritual definition of purpose. One thing about me and my husband before
that's what it is. I mean, that's what purpose is.
Yeah.
The reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists.
But we are so, what's the word I'm looking for? We are so, when it comes to
intentional?
We are so intentional. Thank you. We are so intentional about purpose. Like that is the driving force in our life in everything that we do. And, hence our business is platform for purpose. Like I truly feel like God has, because sometimes I guess I'm saying this because people can throw it out and it can be so cliche.
Yeah, I mean, because most people think their passion is their purpose,
right,
or their talent is their purpose, and so that's what I'm saying. That's why we need to identify what that is. I mean, your purpose is is what is your reason for living? What is your reason for being here? Your purpose precedes you. It's not about you. Your purpose is whatever it is that benefits everyone else. So, just like for me, my purpose, I believe, is to educate, to teach on not only my life experiences and what I've learned to help benefit others, like those that are coming after me, but to be as much of a light as I can be to instill hope in others, that truth exists, that good people still exist, that people who really care and genuinely care about your well-being truly exist, and that for me is my purpose.
Yeah, and you know what's beautiful is when a person, their purpose will speak for them. Like you will be a carrier of that. What's so beautiful is that when people meet my husband, they're always like, Todd is such a good guy. Todd just makes you want to do right. I remember having your 40th birthday party and people were like,
You had to put my age out there, but go ahead.
40 that's a good age.
I know, but I don't
look
look
like
my
you're
age.
27.
I
So
do. You know what I'm saying?
that's a beautiful.
No,
grace.
I don't care.
No, but I remember so many people when they got up and spoke about Todd, they talked about Todd just represented, he carried the character of God. So many people would say, you know, Todd is like that saying, what would Jesus do? People would look at themselves and say, what would Todd do in this situation?
They was going overboard.
But it was a few people who said it and was so real about it, and I was like, wow, that's beautiful. Like, that really is
No, I'm not
my
Jesus.
husband. Like, no, you're.
I know.
You are.
I mean, I am, but
yeah.
I'm saying, you know, like
You are.
I mean, you know.
But I just think.
Go ahead.
I just remember ever since I was a kid, God always just instilled this word purpose in me. And the reason why I say it could be so cliche, because a lot of people always throw it out there like purpose, purpose, purpose. I need to find out my purpose. But God instilled that word in me. I truly believe that I'm like an ambassador of that word. Like, my whole life is characterized by purpose. We do everything that we do it on purpose. This is why we named the podcast Did It on Purpose. We live on purpose. We are walking on purpose. God has designed us for purpose. And I think if you don't understand that, and if you don't live by that, then you're wasting your time, because you cannot go through life missing the call, missing the assignment that God has placed on you. So a lot of times people go through life and they're just at a regular job, or they're, you know, doing the wrong career, you know, because you can be so successful and it means nothing to God because you're in the wrong assignment.
Yeah. Or and I think that's exactly what the wording is, because not, you know, nothing wrong with having a day-to-day job, but is it the job that you're supposed to be in?
What are you, and if that's the job that you're on, what is the purpose for that job?
Exactly. Yeah.
So like he's saying, you know, he gave what his purpose is. You have to know what your purpose is in the assignment and the season, the time that God has allotted. I know that when anybody come in contact with me, they will be empowered. My purpose is to empower people. My purpose is to transform lives.
How long did it take you to figure that out?
And that's
how long did it take you to figure out what your purpose is so that you can start doing life on purpose? See what I did there?
That's not what you did there.
See what I did there?
No, I saw what you did there. But remember, I was saying, well, if you go back to, I think it was our episode, Life After Divorce, we talked about how I was divorced from my son's father. And I went through this time in my life where I needed to rediscover or discover. I needed to discover, identify who I truly am, who God created me to be. And throughout that process of just spending time with God and not dating and just focusing on me and my son and building my relationship with God, I remember God. I remember for the first time hearing the audible voice of God. Mm-hmm. You are here for purpose. And I remember waking up, writing that down, and asking God questions. What is my purpose? Why am I here? What did you create me for? What am I to do before I leave this earth? Mm-hmm. And I remember the moment God told me that, I shift everything in my life to make sure I was aligned with that call and with that assignment. Mm-hmm. So you can go through life not knowing, but I think you have to go back to that place, the creator, mm-hmm. the God who created you. You have to go back to that place and ask him, what is my purpose?
Mm-hmm. That's good. Should your purpose, if you're in a marriage or relationship, or you know you're looking for a spouse, should it line up with that person's purpose? Should they match, or should they help one another?
I absolutely think it should. I think it should, because I think that
it should line, like it should be the same.
No, I don't think.
Should it be the same, or should they be?
It should line up. Okay. I'm not saying it should be the same, because your purpose is one thing, mm-hmm. my purpose is another thing. But let me see. How do I? Your assignments can be one thing. My assignment can be another, but we do share the same purpose. Your assignment can be one thing. My assignment can be another, but we share the same purpose. So I do believe, because I think that when God gifts you purpose, when he gifts you the when we're birthed, you know, the word says, before I formed you, I knew you, I gave you a future and a hope. That means he gave you a purpose. Mm-hmm. So he sends you out into this world, and he tells you this is what you're supposed to do. He then sends you a helpmate to fulfill that. So I do believe you guys have the same purpose. You guys join together to fulfill it.
I think that you support one another's purpose. I don't think that you have the same purpose, because your purpose could be to minister to women all over the world. That's not my purpose. My purpose could be to...
But your purpose is to minister.
Let me finish. My purpose could be to... May not be to minister. Maybe my purpose is to just feed the homeless. I'm just saying. So, but the way they support one another is you both have the same assignment, in which you're for the people. So that's what I'm saying. I think that it's okay to have two different purposes, but they will always link with one another, because I don't know. It's just one of them things. Like I said, when you understand that purpose benefits everybody else and not yourself, if you're truly walking in your purpose, then your purpose is always going to be for somebody else. So that's how
to other people. Yeah.
Right. So that's why I'm saying that the two will always be linked, because you're serving the people at the end of the day, even if your purpose is for men and hers for women, or, you know, so.
But I don't think so. I get what you're saying, but when I say it's still serving the same purpose. So God is using this female to minister to women. He's using this man to minister to men. It still serves the same purpose. Your purpose is to minister. Your purpose is to transform, to heal, to deliver, all of that. It's the same thing. It serves the same purpose. Mm-hmm. What he does is it's like it's building blocks. So, because a lot of times people think that your purpose is one thing. Your purpose is it's constantly growing. It'll never stop growing. So when people say, well, I want to find my purpose, you're going to always be finding your purpose. God will start you here and say, Lena, I want you to minister to these women. And then he'll say, oh, I'm going to send this man in your life. Now this man is your husband. You join with this man and he's ministering to men. So now you guys open a church, or you guys go into whatever platform that God give you in entertainment, like me and my husband. As I am ministering on this side with women in this ministry and entertainment, he's ministering on that side doing the same thing. And it's just growing and building. But it's all serving the same thing. And it's all to glorify God's kingdom.
Well, you'll always be growing in your purpose. You won't always be finding your purpose, because once you found your purpose, you found it. Now you're gonna always be growing.
That's what I mean. You'll always be evolving in your purpose.
Mm-hmm. How does one identify the difference between what their purpose is versus what they're passionate about? Or I think the two kind of coincide. So I'll say what their purpose is versus what their talent is, because you can think I'm talented as an actor, so my purpose must be to be an actor, or versus vice versa. No, you know what? I'm actually a really great teacher, and I really love to teach. I'm gifted at acting. I'm talented at acting, but teaching comes very natural to me. I think what comes natural to you and what is a burning inside you, that is your purpose, and that's how you identify it versus, you know, a person who can sing or whatever, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I think in order to distinguish between the two, your gift and your purpose, a gift is something that God has placed inside of you. It's something that you don't have to work for, something that you don't have to train for. It's innate. It's nothing you can do. That is why God gave it to you. You can't ask for it. You can't pray for it. It's you don't even deserve it, but God gifted it to you. It's a gift. It's a present. The talents, on the other hand, are things that you have to go work for, the things that you have to train for, the things that you have to create, and it's that. And I think your purpose is found in your gift. Your purpose is it. Now your talent serves your purpose, but your purpose is found in your gift.
I agree.
Because your gift make room for you. It doesn't say, the Bible doesn't say your talent makes room for you. It says your gift. The moment you are unlocked to the gift that God has placed inside of you, you are able to enter into more rooms. You're able to create more rooms because you know what that gift is.
I agree. I mean, they both, like I said, I think they coincide with one another. Your gift is something that just it is what it is.
You can't do nothing
right?
to do.
Like,
God just gift. It's like when we package a gift. Like if it's my mother's birthday, right? And or just like when you think about me and you just randomly just come home with flowers. It wasn't nothing I asked for. It wasn't nothing I've done. It was just because I thought of you today. That's God. Just because I want to create her, I want to make her so specific. I want to make her stand out. I'm gonna gift her these things, and she's going to save the world, and she's going to help somebody, and she's going to restore families with this gift. She's going to create so much wealth with this gift. Now she may get a job, she may go into marketing, whatever, but it wasn't the gift it was the gift that got her there. The talent helps with evolving and things like that.
Yeah.
I think it's very important for people to truly understand the gift and the talent.
Yeah, I agree. But are you able with not even identifying, but walking in your purpose? Can you do that? I guess I'm saying, are you able to believe in your purpose without necessarily having faith? Me personally, I think there's no way. People have faith without even realizing they have faith.
That's so true.
Because if you want to be anything, you have faith in order to be able to do it. Like if you want to be a carpenter, a basketball player, an actor, if you want to learn how to lay floors, whatever you want to be, you just start doing it. But the reason why you're doing it is because you have faith that you're going to attain whatever goal that you have set out in your mind. So even with purpose, naturally you're gonna have faith. It's just that some people don't call it that, but that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So
I think people don't realize that they have faith in something or belief in something, whether it's a Christian religion or whether it's a Buddhist religion or whether it's a Islamic religion. You put in your faith in that religion so that something can manifest. So I believe now
that God
but that can also corrupt your purpose.
Depending on
where it's birthed from, it's easy for your purpose to be corrupt because
if you don't identify where it comes from, you can corrupt your purpose.
Because you can worship the wrong things in order for your purpose to be fulfilled. I think that's what I'm trying to say I just want to make sure I'm using wisdom when I use my words.
Think about it. It's just like with a gift. It's the same thing. When you get a gift, you can also corrupt your gift if you're not careful, thinking, let's just say, I don't know, I'm great at, I got a great body, and maybe I'm supposed to be a stripper. It's like, maybe you're not supposed to be a stripper. Maybe you're supposed to be something else. Like, it's depending on what your gifts, and that's a very vague example, but I'm just saying, if you don't know where your gifts or your purpose come from, then you'll lose what the journey is supposed to be for you to operate in your purpose or gift. And that's how sometimes people corrupt what they've been given, because it's benefiting themselves again, and it's not benefiting everyone else.
Yeah. or I just had like a really great analogy. So say you are someone who just want to make money, you want to make money fast, and God's giving you the power to create wealth, right? So you're like, oh, I'm gonna go work at the strip club because I know I can make a come up. You know, there are some millionaires in the strip club.
Yeah.
That's corrupting your purpose, though, because God has given us the power to create wealth. He's not telling you to lower your standards to fulfill the purpose that I have given you, because God gives the purpose. Therefore, He's going to send the resources and the tools, the open doors in order to fulfill them. So it doesn't necessarily mean that God said, I have the power to create wealth. I'm gonna go make this money by any means necessary, because all money isn't good money. So when you don't understand that and you don't effectively walk in that, then you are corrupting your purpose.
Yeah. I mean, and like, again, if anytime it benefits yourself, then
because that's
there's a bit of corruption in there. We just don't look at it like that. So even if you say, well, I'm gonna be a stripper and I need to make some money, that benefits yourself.
Yeah.
If you are a drug dealer, right, and you got a gift to be able to sell anything, maybe your gift is sales, but you saying, nah, but I need to make this money. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If it doesn't benefit anybody else, then you have to look at it and say, I'm just not that I'm not in my purpose, I'm using it wrong.
Yeah. Because a lot of times what God does is, man don't want to wait. But God makes you understand patience in order to unlock your purpose. And your purpose, you're polished. And this is why you go through so many hardships. This is why you feel like you're stagnant, or and dark. You have no light. You like, what should I do? How should I be doing it? God, actually, you benefit by making the mistakes, because they're not truly mistakes, they're opportunities. You mess up so much so that God can develop your character and build the message in order for you to create the ministry. So it's so important for people to truly understand that when you're aligned with God, He aligns and unlocks your purpose. It takes patience, it takes faith and peace. Like, you just got to be so at peace with knowing that no matter how long it takes, no matter what I got to do, because purpose is painful. People want the microwave success, and that don't look. I remember when I first came to LA, I was like, God told me to come to LA, so I'm about to be like, Jada Pinkett, she got off the plane and made it. That don't work for everybody. Maybe God wants you to struggle so that you can be the solution, so that you can understand what it's like, and you can be the solution for the next person who's struggling. He had a different plan for Jada Pinkett. He had a different plan for other people, and you got to accept the plan that He has for you in order to polish your purpose. Yeah.
I mean, well, the only way that happens, like, because you normally get let down, or your expectations are not met when you're only operating in your passion. And
that's good. That's
the
really
thing
good.
with that is that you'll never be disappointed when you're operating in your purpose. You'll always be coming from a place of gratitude, of thankfulness, because you understand that you have something that is a gift for people. And when you are operating in your purpose, you'll realize quickly that He'll open up way more doors for you and way more opportunities when you're in your purpose rather than when you're in your passion. So a lot of times the struggle of, well, should I know I'm purposed to do this, but I really love to do this thing. God will do way more for you when He realizes that you're willing to sacrifice yourself for others rather than operating in your passion. It may take you way longer in your passion than it will in your purpose, and He'll take you quicker and faster in your purpose than He will in your passion. And that's how you can alleviate that.
Because you're trying to go fast when God wants to take you far.
Exactly.
God will do exceedingly abundantly far beyond what we can ever hope, think, or imagine. If we are aligned with Him, if we can truly trust Him that, Lord, you put me in this, you brought me here. It was you who thought of me, you who designed me don't you think that he designed every little intricate thing about you? So he knows the obstacles. He knows the hardships he put in front of you. I always tell my mentees, it is pain that births your purpose, and purpose that births your power. The moment you are unlocked to your purpose, you're able to walk in the power of God. And the power of God, there are so many doors, because people think when they find a purpose, oh, it's just this big light bulb that's gonna go off and I'm just gonna be in it and that's it. And I can just rest. And God like, no, you got work. You got more work to do.
Yeah.
You got more work to do.
I mean, and
you're gonna constantly going through pain.
Yeah. So to make it very simple, the one thing about purpose is that God has given everybody that specific gift or that specific assignment for one thing, for him to get his glory, for him to get him out there. And he's going to use whoever, whenever he wants to, for that to happen. However, so even if you have a purpose, if you're not operating in it, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna give it to him so he can accomplish what I need him to accomplish. If he don't do it, I'm gonna give it to that next person. So the quicker you identify, okay, well, this is what God wants me to do. Let me do this so that he can, so not only am I going to benefit, but he's ultimately the beneficiary. So it's going to be what it's going to be. So whether you operate it or not, that same purpose is going to be carried out by somebody. So you might as well take it on.
But what happens when man don't carry it out?
It goes on to the next person.
It goes on to the next person, but also your life is cut short. Because you telling God, you're rejecting why God created you. You're telling God.
The fruits of your life are cut short.
The fruits of your life are cut short. You're rejecting why God created you. You're telling God, I'm not good enough for this. I can't do this, when he has equipped you and given you everything to fulfill it. So it is very important to truly walk in the boldness, walk in the confidence of God in order to walk out your purpose and be all that God has created you to be. You're more than just what you think you are. We don't define our life anyway. We don't define who we are. God has already defined us. So we have to walk in the knowing, the assurance that God created me for this one thing. I can't sit here and play with it, because time is purpose and purpose is time. And until you know that, you will be at a standstill. I remember in my career going around circles, auditioning after auditioning, going through the same cycles, honestly getting sexual harassed in the industry, not booking any jobs. It was because I was not truly in my purpose. I wasn't listening to what God has called me to do. I would be on projects and I was not fulfilling the assignment. So God is saying, okay, well, if you're not fulfilling the assignment, I'm gonna pluck you out of the assignment, place someone else in the assignment. And now you're going to have to get it together, figure out what you did to correct those things, and I'll put you back in it when you're ready to, when you're willing and ready to tell God yes.
Yeah.
So it is very important. Like I said, I feel like we are truly, I'm an ambassador of purpose. And I say that because God has given us something so beautiful this year. We have a 7-week masterclass that we are launching on how to unlock, activate, and walk in your purpose. So if this is something you're interested in, if you are looking for mentors and
tap in
right now. If you're looking for empowerment coaches, tap in right now. We're more than just actors. I don't know if we've ever shared, but I'm an actress, I'm a producer, I'm a youth pastor. We're all about building the kingdom of God and serving his purpose. And we want to help you identify your purpose, because it is very important. If you're not in purpose, you're wasting time.
We out of time. I'm like, when are you going to stop talking? You don't see the clock.
Babe, relax. It's
oh
okay.
My God.
Because purpose is important. I don't care about a clock when it comes to God's purpose.
How much time we got left?
When it comes to God's purpose, I don't care about a clock. Okay? But time is important, and purpose is time.
See y'all on the next episode.
So, thank you guys for tuning in to Did It On Purpose podcast.
Peace.